Today we're going to install a rebuilt thermostat. This is the kit that I purchased from AutoZone, part number 72403. It is just a thermostat, and what it does, you replace the O-ring, the spring, the loader, and the actual thermostat itself using the original housing. If the housing is still good, which in this case this one is, we'll use the original housing and just rebuild the thermostat. Alright, so let's go ahead and install this. This will just simply go back into the hose that it came out of, right in here, just like so. And using some pliers, we'll move this clamp way up here. And there it is back in its place. We'll bring this down. Actually, let's clean the surface up a little bit. Using a small piece of a Scotch pad, we'll clean the surface out so it's clean from any debris, so it can make a nice good seal. Alright, there it is, nice and clean. We'll put this thermostat back into place, just like so. Grab the two bolts, they're 10 millimeters, and we'll put them in. We'll start with the top one first and then make our way down to the bottom. You could also use an extension and the 10 mil socket to help you drive it into place. Here's the tools, an extension with a 10 mil. This one has a little swivel head, just like that, so it's able to swivel around a little bit and give you that extra angle, or you could lock it down. And then secure it down with a ratchet, and not too tight. It is plastic. We do have an O-ring there to make a nice good seal. We just got to hold that sucker into place. Alright, next we'll put in the induction piping. I have it so where we could just drop this back down like this. Connect it here. Connect it here. And there we have it. We'll put in the 10 millimeters bolts that go in here, since we already have that on the socket. Then we'll move over to the 8 millimeter to secure the bracket there and the bracket there. Before you put these bolts down, you want to make sure you bring out this hose from underneath, secure it into place, then we'll tie these down. Alright, and not too tight. It is plastic piping and housing, and we are set there. Next, let's secure these here. And this one is a size 8 millimeter to secure this down. And also not too tight. Same thing with the next one down here. We'll put this cover back on, line everything up, make sure they go in the clamps down in the back. Give it a nice good tap to secure it into place, and you are set. Next, what we're going to do is top off the radiator with some coolant. Here we have our coolant. We'll top this off. We'll start the vehicle up. We'll let it warm up. We'll let it cool down. Open up the radiator cap. Refill up the radiator with as much as coolant as possible. Then we'll repeat the process. Then we'll continue to do that maybe one more time. Then just drive it, park it. Like in the next day, add more coolant, drive it, park it, check your coolant. Just add as much as you need as necessary, because essentially what we're trying to do is just burp the system, get all the air out of the engine, out of the radiator, out of the hoses. And in order for you to do that, you need to have everything circulating. Let it catch it up here on the radiator, then burp it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm trying to record and add coolant so you can see the burps. You can see the bubbles there. That's the air trying to come out. So that's what we're trying to do. Just like so. Alright, so it's pretty much topped off. We'll start it up, let it come up to temp, cap or let it cool down, decap it, add more coolant, and so forth. Start her up. And it's pretty warm already, so we'll just let that circulate, let the fan kicks on, and then we'll turn it off. Alright, the fan came on. There is no visible leaks. We'll turn it off. We'll let it cool down, we'll add more coolant and repeat. And that's essentially all we're gonna do now. Just want to make sure that we get all the air out of the system. Temperature is right dead smack in the middle. And there we have it. That is how you install a new thermostat and burp the system to make sure you get all the air out of the engine. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.